I think at that point I will reach my full potential, whatever it is.
Do you think you'll get that answer at one point?
You can make me cry. I have to believe yes. I have to believe yes, and I think you will too.
Go to either Switzerland, Iceland, somewhere where it's just green, middle of nowhere, complete isolation, and be able to live without any type of technology or contact with the outside world. I've always been around media my whole life. There's always a TV playing in the background, laptops or iPads. I missed out almost on a lot of boredom. When you just sit there and you're able to have a completely empty mind without thinking about what you're gonna do tomorrow, what your friends are doing, experiencing crazy FOMO, what you're gonna post on social media, what your job is requiring from you. If you just take all those things and completely remove it and live a stress-free life for, 6 months to a year, and just journal, completely clear my mind, and come to a state of full peace. I don't know if I'd want to do it alone, maybe with a partner or a friend or a small group, but I'd love to have a small cottage, farm our own food, maybe live close by to a city where you can communicate with people in person but not really have any technology to contact people. I just feel like that would be so freeing.
Own a home. My life has taken a lot of turns and I've had to start over a lot. I hadn't accumulated the wealth to own a home in the United States, and now as I approach my retirement age, I'm learning that I can afford a place outside the United States. I would prefer to stay in the United States. I'm deeply patriotic. My father was military. He fought in World War II. It's painful to know that after all these years, I'm unable to afford to live in my own country. There are regions of the country where I could live, but because of the color of my skin, it's not an option. So I'm looking at my mother's homeland. Recently, my only sibling had a very serious stroke, and I'm now his caretaker. So we're both single. I haven't given up on my plans. I'm just figuring him into the equation.
I have always been into meditation, and I've always wanted to go to a spiritual Buddhist temple. So I think it would be India or China to be able to really live the life that a lot of Buddhists live. I actually started meditating about 11 years ago. I was going through a lot of hard times in my life and I needed something that could really open up my spirit. Basically, it's really paying attention to your body and living inside of yourself and discovering what's outside too. And so it's a very spiritual place for me. I would like to meet some Buddhists there and to be able to socialize with them and all the monks. I think that would be great. I think I would be fulfilled in a certain part in my heart. I just feel like it's just a piece that's missing, that I need to just fill that, and then I'd feel more complete.
I want to have a family and get a house. My mom is a single mom, and then she has 3 kids. Not enough money. One day I just want to be able to have a big house with my family, bring my mom over, maybe even she could live there too, My parents are not together. Having a family and being together wasn't something that I always grew up with. It brings a lot of sad memories, especially with my sisters, my younger sisters. They would have to go 1 week with my mom, 1 week with my dad, and then it's just hard seeing them go from one spot to another. Me not being able to be there for them. When I have kids, I don't want them to go through the same thing.
I just want to be happy. I turned 80 in October, and I'm living with my son because where I did live in Beverly Hills, there was just too many stairs, and I figured I don't want to fall. I do pay him some rent, but I can't breathe in there when he's around. I can't say one word to him unless he comes into my room. I get it every day, every minute if he's home. I just stay clear of him. My last husband had died, and I'm supposed to get some extra money. Right now it's tight for me. I'm trying to collect his Social Security because my first husband died at 42, so I don't get that much. It's hard to live with that. As I said, just want to be happy and content.
Make a final decision about God. Is there God? How do I get to Him? How does He get to me? Is this all for real? What is this all about? You know, as far as other things that, you know, visiting this and making this money and doing this and that, I've done that. I really, really want to know. I want Him to make Himself so darn real to me that I can talk about this next time. I have sensed a definite connection, and from what little I know about history and archaeology, everything points to something creating us. We just didn't come out of a Big Bang Theory, and if we did, well, where did that stuff come from that created the bang? So I really want to know that, because I think at that point I will reach my full potential, whatever it is.
Do you think he'll get that answer at one point?
You can make me cry. I have to believe yes. I have to believe yes, and I think you will too. Even if you're not asking the question, I think we will all have the opportunity at one time or another.
To fall in love again with unconditional circumstances and reciprocated. When I first fell in love and had that feeling, I sometimes think about that, and it's a wonderful feeling to have.
To make my mom happy. When I was growing up, my mom was a single parent, and basically she was my mom and dad since I was born. So I've never had like a father figure, so my mom was my father figure. She had lost her job, so now she's just at home and she's just cleaning the house, that's it. So my mom has given up many of things for the both of us. She's done everything. I don't think she's happy in her life. She was struggling, so I just want to give back to her. It would bring me joy and happiness that I can actually like take care of my mom, give her everything that she needed when she was alone and she had no one to help her. If I were to give her like her own place, I have my own place, and we just, you know, like just visit each other, like we'll have a good life.